National symbols such as objects, signs, or emblems are significant elements that represent a country's identity, values, and history. Not only do they create iconic representations of the people's goals and values, they also serve as a reminder of a country's heritage and are often used to instill pride and unity in a nation's population. This sovereign national symbol in Nigeria includes the national flag, coat of arms, national anthem, and national pledge. Ironically, the commemoration of the 63rd national independence of Nigeria witnessed a series of denigrated national symbols, especially that of the national flag. What is the implication of this to national sovereignty, and how can these acts be redeemed? Nigeria Today will be seeking answers to these and more as we discuss denigration of national symbols. I am your carrier, Clinton. Welcome. Now, joining me in the studio to discuss the denigration of the national symbols is the Director General, Flag Foundation of Nigeria, Chris Agere. You're welcome to Nigeria Today.
Yeah, thank you very much. Happy independence in the immediate areas to all Nigerians.
Also joining us in the studio for the conversation is the immediate past Director, Planning, Research and Strategy, National Orientation Agency, Headquarters, Abuja, Samuel Soul. It's a pleasure to have you in Nigeria Today.
Let me use this opportunity to commemorate our 63rd independence anniversary and wish all Nigerians a wonderful celebration. We're still in the euphoria.
Now, Chris, I will start with you. I see that you are so passionate when it comes to national symbols, especially when it comes to the flag.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, that's why you are the DG, the Flag Foundation. Okay, now, tell us the importance of our national symbols, with special emphasis on, the national flag.
Yeah, thank you very much. When we're talking about national symbols, I always like to separate the national flag. The national flag, fortunately, is the only property that's jointly owned by all Nigerians in equal capacity. The Flag Foundation believes that it is the fundamental right of every Nigerian to fly the green, white, green national flag in your homes, in your offices, in your bedrooms, if possible in your shrine, in your altars and in mosques, wherever. It is a sacred object, and there is a myth behind the national flag. So when we cloud it with national symbols, talk about coat of arms, talk about currency, talk about international passports, those ones are not. Yeah, if you not apply for international passports, you will not get it. If you have not earned money, you will not have money. That's the truth about it. The coat of arms, as the sole property of government and institutions of government, have nothing to do with me as a citizen. It is one of those sacred, emblems, a symbol of authority. But in terms of rating, the national flag comes first. The national flag, there is no way over time you will not get emotionally attached to your national flag. The national flag is the Nigeria you are seeing, you are touching, you are holding. So reverencing the national flag, adoring the national flag, honoring the national flag, it's not because it is not, don't look at it as a piece of material. That's a law backing the national flag. And in every country of the world, citizens attach unalloyed emotions to their national flag. Allegiance is to the national flag. Constitution is just written like that. The national flag is in Nigeria, you can see. And it is an object that I advise every citizen of Nigeria to identify with. It's been proven that it is the strongest object that can be used to mobilize for citizens, for people behind a cause. So all over the world, that is why you see flags in revolutions, in revolts, and so on and so forth, as symbols of authority, as to reassert and assert yourself as a citizen within the territory, that the flag is. That's why it's a sacred object. There's a myth behind it.
Okay.
We'll come to that.
Thank you, Chris. Now, Samuel, Chris has said quite a lot about the national symbols, especially the national flag. Now, when you say the national symbol is being denigrated, now what do you mean exactly?
Thank you. The national symbols, as you all know, the most important one is the national flag. Then you have our national anthem, which goes hand in hand with our national flag. Sure. Then the national pledge, which will always is like a contract with Nigeria. Citizens engage in a contract with Nigeria. They pledge to do ABCD. Then you have the coat of arms. The coat of arms, as you rightly said, is a symbol, a national symbol, but is only for government and government officials. Once you are not within the circle of government, you have no business with the coat of arms. Now, there are other national symbols, as he also has mentioned. Each of these symbols has a peculiar way of showing respect and honor to it. And number one is our national flag. People make a very big mistake. They think the national flag is a piece of cloth. The national flag is our country, Nigeria. And that is what it represents. So without this country, where will you go to? There is no nation in this Africa continent that can absorb us as Nigerians, looking at our numerical strength and numbers. So we have to do everything to protect our country, and by protecting our country, we have to show respect and honor to the national flag, amongst others. So there are laws associated with all these symbols. The first and foremost is our Constitution, which is the grand norm of all our laws in this country. And Chapter 2, Section 24A of the 1999 Constitution as amended enjoins all Nigerians to respect the national flag, the national anthem, and legitimate authority.
Okay.
So how do we obey that, our Constitution? So everything revolves around the Constitution. Do we do according to the dictates of the Constitution? No. In spite of the public enlightenment, sensitization, and all that the National Orientation Agency does with other stakeholders to ensure that our children, Nigerians, understand what these symbols are and show respect to them. You see on the street various shades of green. Some of them, the last independence, before the independence, I saw on the street flags with coat of arms, and to worsen matter, the coat of arms there is abused. There are 7 features on the coat of arms. You could see them. The white horses are depicted as yellow, which is wrong. There are 7 features. The red eagle, which perches on the wreath of the country, which is in green, white, supported by 2 white horses. The 2 horses are supporting the black shade, and the black shade is watered by the rivers Niger and Benue. Then it rests on a flower, which is the Cactus spectabilis, and then you have our motto. All these symbols, they have the pattern. The flag has the Pantone number, which you have to produce it, nothing outside that. And when you use the Pantone number, you will get the correct flag. We ask Nigerians, come to National Orientation Agency for guidance. We have this in, we have distributed this into schools, to ministries as a guide. But
okay,
what Nigerians still do is to go ahead to abuse all this. And by abusing these symbols, it means you are abusing your country, Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. Now, Chris, Samuel has, talked about the denigration of the flag and, of course, of the symbols and all of that. So, how can Nigerians be made to understand the importance of these national symbols? Because if you understand the importance of these national symbols, then you can respect it. You will not be, belittling it.
It's all right. Thank you, Ogami. Thank you for the laying down the protocols guiding these national symbols, led by the national flag. And in addition to what he has said, the first in the protocol, in the order of protocol, these are national standards that embodies the values, the virtues, the principles, the ideas, the foundations, the philosophies that guides a nation, a people. Nations don't fall from it. They are tailored for you to be a good Muslim, for you to be a good Christian, for you to be a professional that you are along the line, consciously and subconsciously. That's why it's a system of acculturization. But there's one thing also that which you have forgotten is the national motto: unity and faith, peace and progress. In fact, that should be the slogan of every Nigerian going forward. That's our national motto, for God's sake. If I come out to NTA as Africa's largest TV network, that's the reality of who you are. Our national motto as Nigerians, empowered by law, that should be your slogan. Americans will say, I'm an American. I'm a Nigerian. Unity and faith.
So how can we be made to know, how can Nigerians be made to understand?
That is why I'm laying this emphasis. Oga, who retired, and I met him in the course of the flag foundation of Nigeria's programs, and our passion for the flag, to use it as a medium to meet Nigerian people and communicate to them the importance of the flag, what it stands for and what it represents. In fact, it's a necessity. You can't run away from it. As a Nigerian, that you don't identify with their national flag. The national flag, as it were, is the Nigeria you are seeing. As we carry it, that's why I am under an oath. Once I raise the flag, I am under an oath. It helps in guiding my personal conduct, because the flag stands for equity and justice. It stands for fairness. It stands for equality before the law. Do you understand me? It calls for peaceful coexistence. So if you are not living up to the callings, up to the dictates, up to those things that embodies the flag, you are under judgment. And as it were now, as it is today, if facing the truth, we have to resonate with this unifying factor of the national flag. Nigerians may not be, you think they are not conscious of it, but in all the events I've heard over the years, though people will talk down on Nigeria ordinarily, but when I start talking about the flag, everybody composes. Nobody has rejected national flag from me. Ogamisa, with the greatest respect to National Orientation Agency, our partners, you said, you asked Nigerians to come to National Orientation Agency. No, National Orientation Agency should go to the people, to use these mediums to communicate to the people the language they understand, which is what we do as passionate non-governmental organization, But then it has to be part of the silent policy of government to let every Nigerian going forward, come on, for God's sake, if you're a Nigerian, if God had planted you here, why should you not proudly, display your national flag? The flag is not going to put food on your table. The flag itself is a symbol of hope, an object of inspiration. You renew your strength.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chris. I'll have to stop you there. Now, Mr. Samuel, why do you think that people, when I mean people, Nigerians, belittle our national symbols?
Poor education.
Thank you.
Poor education.
Thank you. Before the national flag came into existence, after the competition won by late Michael Taiwo Akinkumi, there was a law, Ordinance number 48 of 1960, signed by the then Governor General of the Federation, Sir James Wilson Robinson. And Section 5 of it states that any person who flies or exhibits the Nigerian flag in a defaced or bad condition is guilty of an offense, and on conviction will be fined £50, and continual offense any other day £5. Now, in 2004, F30 Law of Federation of Nigeria, and in 2010, Cap 177 Law of Federation of Nigeria, the National Assembly reviewed this thing from the £50 to 100 naira and £5 to 10 naira. So the National Orientation Agency protested. We said no. We are aware that no matter the amount of fine you asked the one to pay, if he disabuses the flag, but let there be something so that if he goes out of someone, he will feel that yes, he has. So we now made a proposal that it should be £50. That £50 should be 50,000 naira, and the £5 should be 10,000 naira. With respect to the Honorable Sam Onyogbo, who sponsored the bill, it did not see the light of the day, the 9th Assembly. We are being hopeful that the 10th Assembly, the Director General NOAA, wants this thing to be concluded so that Nigerians will stop abusing all this. By the time you bring out something for abusing the national flag, it will tell on you. And then, not only the fine we should be looking at, the attitude of Nigerians, no matter the fine that will be, if we cultivate wrong attitude to our nation, we will always see this thing. Why Flag Foundation DG was talking about that NOAA should go to the people. Not that we have not gone. We have offices in all the 36 states and FCT and in 774 local governments. We are the people there, the officers there, they are on sustained campaign. These are some of the things. This is a campaign material to enlighten Nigerians. And then we also give them free of charge at competitive engagements and in schools. Whenever we have an opportunity, we go out and give. Okay. We also celebrate 16th of September, which is the Ordinance Day. We make it a media event.
Thank you.
A media event. Yes. We have done it over the
Samuel,
years.
I'll have to. I'll have to stop you here.
He can testify. We have been doing this over the years.
Mr. Samuel, I'll have to stop you here because we'll take a short break now to feel the pulse of Nigerians on the topic, the denigration of the national symbol. This is still Nigeria Today. Don't go away.
So painful that at this age and time we are still wondering about this kind of issues. It has gone to an extent that even the youth do not pay attention to our national anthem. You saw in some ministerial interviews, previous ministerial interviews, that some people could not even recite our national anthem. We are not going to blame everybody. We are going to blame ourselves from our families, from our schools, from our organizations, from the kids, to the teens, and even to the adults.
By creating awareness, by spending much of our time to teach the young ones, because it's one of the major things that will make our young ones to come up to know the meaningful of the national anthem.
First off, we should start by maybe bringing them back to the schools, and important start of every event with the national anthem. I think that will go a long way.
The honor starts from individuals. It starts from you, it starts from me. And it starts from those of us that have kids in school and those of us that have teens in secondary schools. We all need an individual effort. I'm going to bring honor to our nation with the little I can, and I expect every one of us to do same.
Welcome back. This is still Nigeria Today, and we are talking about the denigration of the national symbols. And I have my guests here, two gentlemen in the studio. Now, Chris, you had the reaction of people there. Are we doing enough in terms, because somebody raised the issue there, educating the young ones? Are we doing enough in terms of education?
Okay, thank you very much. I presuppose that since you know me, that's everything I talk about is flag, the national flag. I will tell you, to the extent we've gone, it's a subject we are passionate about. The Flag Foundation initiated the first Nigerian National Flag Day on the 16th of September 2011. It was after that event that he called me, to collaborate with government. Sometimes government agencies see us as competitors instead of aligning with us. Currently, we just, on the 21st, we addressed a pre-event press conference at the New Jersey Center. NTA covered it, where the Flag Foundation is launching later this month the National Flag Awareness Campaign. National Flag Awareness Campaign.
So what is the impact like?
For patriotic reawakening. We have a program running in schools, what we call National Flag Dedication Exercise. National Flag Dedication Exercise. And this event will give one hand-held national flag to every child, Nigerian child in the school. And during the exercise, they will raise it. We'll talk a little about the flag, the national anthem, the pledge, and the flag creed, the national flag creed, which we have developed. You see, look, to come down to the basics, I'm a practical person. I'm a realist. All Nigerians, both the government and non-governmental institutions, should join the Flag Foundation in the campaign for you. Identify with your flag. It's your property. No matter how you think or what you feel about Nigeria, we are using the national flag to reawaken and revigorate that spirit of patriotism and national consciousness, which itself embodies national unity, peaceful coexistence, national cohesion, strengthening a sense of we, the Nigerian people. That's why it's an object of, a symbolic unifier. It's the thing that holds us and binds us together. So irrespective of our differences, our party affiliation, our religion, our culture, our tradition, wherever you come from, whatever be you are this thing, the national flag is a unifier. As you look at this flag, you will not see your culture, you will not see your tribe, you will not see your religion. It reminds you that you're first and foremost a Nigerian. And so, as a sacred object, you don't toy with your Bible. You don't toy with the Holy Quran. That is what the national flag is to Nigerians, to every Nigerian.
Thank you very much, Chris. Now, Chris, now, do we have a kind of a national body that monitors the denigration of these national symbols?
Thank you. Yes, the National Orientation Agency does that. But, the agency is handicapped. We're in a democratic setup. We cannot go and make arrests. What we do, the National Orientation Agency does, is to get the Y Brigade volunteers to go around and then tell people that are abusing this flag to bring it down. And then, in some cases, we even give them another one that should replace this thing. Last year at the Eagle Square, we went there and we discovered that people were coming in with this handheld flag with coat of arms on it. And the Director General, Dr. Garba Abari, ordered that they should go and replace immediately. And I was the one doing that. I went round, we stood at the gate. As they were coming in, we retrieved those ones, gave them the correct one, and that is what they used. So the essence is this. The police in the other act, the act which was reviewed to 100 naira, fine, 110 naira, the police are supposed to make arrests. But in the new one, the Y Brigade, the National Orientation Agency, the Y Brigade, can also make arrests.
Thank you so much.
So the issue is not even arrest.
Yeah.
You, as a citizen, what have you done to protect the national flag and other symbols? What have I done? what has he done?
You know what I've done.
Thank you.
I know.
Must be
I
on
know.
deck.
What I mean,
No, that's on the
it has to be a collective effort.
Thank
The
you
National
so much.
Orientation Agency and other stakeholders.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. I really hope, gentlemen, I really hope we had more time to talk on this, because there's still a lot to talk about. Still a lot to talk about. Well, that does it on Nigeria Today. I'd like to appreciate the Director General, Flag Foundation of Nigeria, Chris Agiri, for being part of the program. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And also the immediate past Director of Planning, Research and Strategy, National Orientation Agency, headquarters Abuja, Samuel Soul. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of this. I am Eukaria Clinton. Goodbye.